Good morning, student. Today we are going to start second chapter, some basic accounting terms. Okay, beta. Before that, in first chapter we are study about the debit, credit, or accounting type of accounting, nature of accounting, limitation of accounting, use of accounting, bookkeeping. These. Okay. Now today we are going to start next chapter, and the next chapter is basic accounting terms. In this chapter we are going to just study about some terms which we are using in accountancy. Okay beta, which we are using in accountancy. These all terms are new for you all, because these always only using in accountancy. Okay, these are not using for other subject or other cases. Okay, that all will use only in accountancy. So we are going to explain this all terms which are using in accountancy. Okay beta, first we are going to start with the first, business transaction. Now what is the meaning of business transaction? I think you will know the meaning of business. All the human effort or selling and purchasing of goods and services, the called business. Okay, and in the business, this selling and purchasing of goods and services, if that is done for the economic turning, economic things, so that is called transaction. It means you are going to sell and purchase of goods or services, anything going to sell or purchase on economical things or economical units, economical things to them, that is called transaction. If you are giving any material, any assets, anything to your friend, your brother, your sister, that is not the economical things. Okay, as like that, I think you will know about that activities in business. You will study about the activity. Two type of mainly activity: human activities, economical activity and non-economical. Okay beta, in economical activity we are going to take the terminology in income or expense or terms of money or financial things. Okay, that is called economic activities. Or non-economics, helping from anyone or just supporting of anyone, giving something, taking something from anyone, that is the non-economic. But purchase and sell is the economical activities. So these purchase and sell, if that is the as a activity of economical or financial activities, that is called transactions. Okay beta, in terms of money, that is called transactions. Okay, next, event. Actually event is the result of the transactions. You are doing the transaction, you are selling the goods or services, you are purchasing the goods or services, you are selling the assets, liability, goods, service, everything, and by that you are getting the profit or getting the loss. So that is the event, and that is the result of selling and purchasing. That is the result of transactions which we are doing in a business. Okay beta, so the event is what? Event is the result or ending of that transaction or result of that transaction. You are going to sell the goods, you are going to purchase the assets, you are going to purchase the goods. After purchasing, you are going to sell. Okay, and by the selling and purchasing, you are getting maybe loss or profit. That loss or profit is not calling that event. That process, that things will done, that is called event. Okay beta, clear? Okay, go for next, account. Account, this account is the one pro forma that we can use in our accounting or process of accounting. After the written the all transaction or financial transaction in journal beta, then we are going to transfer the all account for the summarization in ledger. In ledger we are going to make one pro forma, that is called account. Okay beta, that is called account, in which we are going to send the different account. As like that, we can make the account for purchase, we can make the account for sale, we can make the account for goods, we can make the account for assets. And now I will just show you pro forma of account. Just see, this is the pro forma of account. It's a very simple pro forma of account. Date, Okay, date, particular, JF, and then amount. Then again this side is debit and this side is credit. And name of account, any account you will make the name of account, cash account, cash account. This is the pro forma of account. Okay, clear? It's the one pro forma, and this pro forma we are using, that name is accounts, that we are using for the summarization of different accounts. Okay beta, clear? Next, capital. For the capital, I think you will know about the businessman investing his money, by which they are going to purchasing some assets, purchasing some goods, purchasing some services, and then going to start the business. That money will called, after the investing in business, for starting in business, that is called capital. Okay beta, that is called capital, that is called capital. Okay, clear? That money is invested for starting of that business, on the time of starting of this business, or just invested into purchase of the fixed assets, that is called capital. And capital is equal to assets minus liability. We are going to make some balance sheet, and in that balance sheet we are making the two side, assets and liability side, and by that balance sheet we are making this formula, capital is equal to assets minus liability. If you want to calculate the capital, then total assets less liability, then we got what? Capital. Okay beta, then we got what? Capital. If you want to calculate the value of capital, then total assets minus liability, we will easily get the capital. Okay beta, clear? What is the capital? Is clear beta? Okay, no. Go for the next. Drawing. Drawing is the very important heading. It's new for you all. Sure and certain it's new for you all beta. Because before that, you were not studying about anything or accounts or commerce, so then you didn't know about the drawing. Actually, when the businessman, anything means cash or goods withdrawal for his own business, for his private use. Okay beta, for his private use, that is called drawing. For business use, then that is not the drawing. But when they are going to withdraw goods or cash from his business for his personal use or private use, that is called drawing. Okay, that is called drawing. The direct definition is when the businessman withdraw goods or cash from his business for his personal use, that is called drawing. As like that, if you have some business and you are taking some goods from that business for your family use, that is called drawing. Okay beta, that is called drawing. If you have general store, okay, and your son, your elder brother is coming and they are taking some material or some units of anything and use for own way or use for the family, that is called drawing. Okay beta, clear? When the owner withdraw cash or goods for his personal use, for his own business, that is called drawing. Okay, clear? Now go for the next. Liability. Liability. Okay beta, liability means, the Hindi is uttardayitva. Uttardayitva, that word is very hard. That liability is very easy beta. In English the commercial word is very easy, but that Hindi is very hard. That uttardayitva. Okay, here we are going for the liability. Liability means what you will pay to others, or what type of things you are taking for the as a loan for others, to sure and certain you are going to pay that loan, and that loan is called liability. Okay, that loan is called liability. If you are going to pay the amount, or you are liable for the paying that amount, or pressure for the paying that amount, that is like a liability. As like that, you are taking the bank loan. Bank loan is your liability. You are taking creditor. Creditor is your liability, because you should pay the amount, sure and certain. Without that paying, you are not getting any type of relax. Okay, you are going to pay that amount sure and certain. That is called liability. Now we are going for the types of liability. Two type of liability: internal and external. Internal, the all liability which is working in a business. Okay, that is included in the directly included with the business. That is the internal liability. Okay, beta. Directly relate with the business or internal with the business, that is called internal liability. And external, outsider, as like you're taking the bank loan, creditor, okay, or any type of other loan, bill payable. These are what? These all are the external liabilities. Okay, now we are going to just take the two type of external liability: non-current and current. Okay, non-current and current. The non-current name is also the, we are going to call fixed liability. For the non-current, we are also called one more name is that fixed liability. Okay, beta. So for fixed liability, one is fixed liability and second is current liability. As like the name is there, non-current and current. Two things is there. First, we are going for the non-current. Non-current means the liability which we are going to take are taking for the long period, more than for 12 months, or big amounts for more than for 12 months, for long period. That is called non-current liability. As like bank loan. Always we are taking the bank loan for a long period. Okay, bank loan, debenture, okay, bond, any type of bond, that is always come in the non-current liability, because that period is more than of 12 months, 36 months. Okay, next, current liability. Current liability is liability which is utilized or change or pay in one working year. It means under the 12 month. Okay, under the 12 month. The current liability is liability which we are going to pay or change in one working year, or you say in 12 months. That is called current liability. For short period up to 12 months, that is called current liability. Like creditor, bill payable, outstanding expense. These are what? These are the current liabilities, because they all will be tried to change or pay in one working year. Okay, go for the next, assets. Assets. With the assets, I want to just explain the goods also. Okay, goods. Assets and goods, both are the things. Both are the things. Only changing is what? When we are going to purchase the things for utilizing in your business, that is called assets. And when we are going to purchase the things for reselling business, that is called goods. Okay, beta? When we are going to purchase the assets or goods or items or things for utilizing in your business, so that is called what? That is called assets. And when we are going to purchase the items or things for resale, that is called goods. As like that, if you are starting the business and purchase one shop or purchase one building, furniture for utilizing the business, that all called assets. And for the selling, you are going to just purchase the all goods, all things which we are purchasing for the selling, that is called what? That is called goods. As like that, one shop of furniture and one shop of fan. On the furniture shop, what fan they are using, that is the goods. And the all furniture they have for selling, that is called what? One fan they are using, that is the assets, beta. That fan we are that furniture shop using the fan, that is the assets. And all the furniture they have for the selling, that is goods. And same way, in fan shop, that furniture is what? That furniture is furniture they are using. That fan shop, the furniture they are using, that is what? That is the assets. And fan they have for selling, that is called goods, because they are purchased the all fan for the selling. So that is the goods, but they have purchased the furniture for using in his business. That is called assets. Okay, beta? Clear about the assets and goods? I think clear? Now we are going for the current and non-current. Again, same way. Current means the assets which is utilized are changing his value in under 12 months or 1 year. That is the current assets. And non-current assets, the value are utilizing of these type of things which we are going to utilize for long period, more than 12 months, 13 months, 18 months, 36 months. Okay, that is utilizing for the long period. In current assets, we are using cash, debtors, stock, bill receivable. Okay, beta, these are coming in a current assets. And non-current, in non-current we are in land, building, plant, machinery. These all we are utilizing for the long period. So that is using in a, that is a like a non-current assets. This non-current is divided into two parts, tangible and non-tangible. I think well known about the tangible and non-tangible. Tangible means we can see, touch, or they have some physical, what physical? Physical area, physical things, physical structure. That is the tangible. And non-tangible, they have no any physical area, physical things or physical figure, or we cannot touch or see. That type of assets coming in non-tangible. As like that, tangible I think is well known. All assets, land, building, plant, machinery you can see and touch. But in this non-tangible, goodwill, patent. Okay, beta? Goodwill, patent. Okay? Goodwill, patent. These are coming in where? In non-tangible. Okay? Go for the next. Receipts. Receipts means you are receiving the money, that is called receipts. And that is just divided into two parts. Capital receipts and revenue receipts. Capital receipts and revenue receipts. First is the capital receipts. When you are going to sell your assets and receive the money, that is the capital receipts. For the selling of your assets, you are receiving the money, that is called capital receipts. And when you are going to sell your goods and services and receive the money, that is called revenue receipts. Okay, beta? It means when we are receiving the money by the operation of the business, that is the revenue receipt. But when we are going to sell our assets and receive the money, that is called capital receipts. Okay, beta? Clear? Capital receipts and revenue receipts. Capital receipts means receipts, we are receiving the money by the selling of assets, that is the capital receipts. And when we are going to sell the goods and services or operation of the business, then receive the money, that is called revenue receipts. Okay, beta? Clear? Now we are going for the next, expenditure. Mainly three type of expenditure, same: capital expenditure, revenue expenditure and different revenue expenditure. Again, same as like a receipt. You are going to pay the monies, that is the expenditure. When we are going to pay or purchase a good, just assets or long-term assets, that expenditure is called capital expenditure. We are going to purchase the building, we are going to purchase the land, we are going to purchase the machinery, that is the capital expenditure. And revenue expenditure, we are going to expense for the operation of business. We are going to expense for the operation of business. Many type of expenses working in business for the operation, as like a salary, rent, light expense, wages. Okay, these all what? These all the operational work, and that is coming in a revenue expenditure, because that expenditure we are going to done for what? For the operation of business. So that type of expense we are saying that is the revenue expenditure. And when we are going to purchase the assets, for that we are going to expending the money, that is coming a capital expenditure. One more is there, deferred revenue expenditure. When we are going to purchase any assets that we are utilizing the more than 1 year, 3, 4, 5, 7 year, okay, and that expense we are not going to charge for 1 year, we are going to charge that expense 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 year. How many year we are going to utilize that assets? That is called deferred revenue expenditure. As like that, we are going to purchase one machinery for 5 lakhs, and the machinery will utilize in a business 10 year, okay, and we are going to charge on PL this machinery, divide by 10, 50,000 per year. This is called deferred revenue expenditure. It means we are going to charge that expense of this type of assets or this type of expenditure for more than 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Okay, how much working for that machinery or how much utilizing for that assets, that is called deferred revenue expenditure. Okay, clear this deferred revenue expenditure or not? Okay, next, expenses. In this expenses very easy. All the business have some expenses. As like that, some general expenses, general expense, labor, office expense, office lighting, interest, or you say that wages, okay, rent, tax. These all what? These all the coming in expenses. Next, profit. Profit means the difference between the purchase price, sell price and less cost. Sell price less cost. Okay, when we are going to sell anything, okay, and then less his cost and all other expense, that amount will come, that is called profit. And income, how much amount you are receiving for selling of that things and less his cost, that is called income. Okay, if you are going to sell anything in 10,000 and the cost is 9,000, 1,000 is income. But profit, sell price, less cost and less other expense also. Okay, less other expense also, then you are getting the profit. Okay, beta, direct, indirect, both expense you are going to less in your income, in your amount of you are receiving for selling of any goods or services, that profit, and only cost we are going to less, that is the income. Okay, now clear these all item? Okay, beta, this all item is clear or not? Clear na? Okay, thank you.